What is up, gamers, and welcome back to Tenken. We've got a lightning-fast news drop for you today, packed with huge announcements that you absolutely cannot miss. Get ready, because we're diving straight into the action with the latest from the gaming world. First up, prepare yourselves for a legendary return as Hades is coming back to Xbox Game Pass, and you know what that means: more epic runs through the underworld. Then, buckle up, because the former developers of Burnout are back with Wreckreation, promising an open-world arcade racing sandbox that looks like pure chaos and creativity. But hold on, there's a shockwave hitting the industry as Darrell Gallagher departs Xbox, and the much-anticipated Perfect Dark Reboot and the Initiative Studio are reportedly winding down. What does this mean for future Xbox exclusives? And finally, we're rounding it out with another massive wave of games hitting Xbox Game Pass this September, including Visions of Mana and more surprises. Stick around, you won't want to miss a single second. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Get ready to face the underworld again. Xbox Game Pass is bringing back one of the most celebrated action roguelikes of all time, Hades. This isn't just any addition. It's a return of a game that captivated players with its addictive gameplay and compelling narrative, and it's now available once more for all Standard, Ultimate, and PC Game Pass members starting September 19th. Hades, developed by Supergiant Games, puts you in the shoes of Zagreus, the immortal prince of the underworld, as he battles his way through the treacherous realms of hell to escape his father, Hades, and reach Mount Olympus. The game is renowned for its challenging yet rewarding progression system, where each death is a step towards becoming stronger, unlocking new abilities and powers to aid your future escape attempts. The stunning art style, killer soundtrack, and witty dialogue combine to create an experience that is both brutally difficult and incredibly charming. It's a game that swept awards and critical acclaim for its innovative approach to the roguelike genre, proving that even repeated failure can be immensely fun. Fans are already buzzing about Hades' return, with social media alight with excitement. Many are eager to dive back into Zagreus's infernal journey, while newcomers are anticipating their first taste of this critically acclaimed title. Analysts are highlighting this as a major win for Xbox Game Pass, reinforcing its value proposition with high-quality, award-winning content. Don't get too comfortable, because the action is just heating up. Next, we're shifting gears from the underworld to the open road with a look at Wreckreation. The creators of Burnout are back to ignite the asphalt. Prepare for a seismic shift in the arcade racing genre as former Burnout developers, Three Fields Entertainment, unleash Wreckreation this October on Xbox Series XS. This isn't just another racing game. It's a sprawling, 400-square-kilometer open-world sandbox where your imagination is the only limit to the tracks and chaos you can create. Wreckreation promises to blend the pure thrill of arcade racing with unprecedented creative freedom. Players will get behind the wheel of over 50 cars, exploring a vast, fictional county designed for speed, stunts, and spectacular crashes, a clear nod to the beloved Burnout DNA. But the real game-changer is the Live Mix feature, allowing players to build their own highways, loops, ramps, and even place eccentric decorations like dinosaur statues, all within the game. Everything you create can be shared, inviting friends to race, crash, and explore your personalized racing wonderland. The ability to instantly change weather, time of day, and traffic density means every session can be tailored to your wildest racing fantasies. The gaming community is abuzz with anticipation, especially those who grew up with the Burnout series. Fans are hopeful that Wreckreation will recapture the magic of those classic titles, while some express cautious optimism given the studio's previous efforts. Analysts are watching closely, noting the potential for a unique player-driven experience in the racing genre. From building racetracks to building empires, the next story is a major shakeup. Get ready for some industry-shaking news concerning Xbox's Perfect Dark and the Initiative. A major studio closure sends shockwaves through Xbox. In a significant development for Xbox's first-party studios, Darrell Gallagher, the head of the Initiative, has announced his departure from Microsoft. This exit coincides with the reported wind-down of the initiative and the cancellation of its highly anticipated Perfect Dark reboot, marking the end of a high-profile, albeit troubled, chapter for Xbox. Gallagher, a veteran in the industry with past leadership roles at Crystal Dynamics and Activision, shared his reflections on LinkedIn, expressing pride in the team's work despite the project's premature end. The Perfect Dark reboot, first announced in 2020 as the flagship title for the newly formed The Initiative, aimed to reimagine the classic spy shooter with a futuristic setting blending espionage, corporate intrigue, and ecological themes. However, the project was plagued by reports of significant staff departures and internal creative disagreements. Despite Crystal Dynamics joining the effort in 2021 to accelerate production, challenges persisted, and a gameplay trailer was only shown in June 2024, before Microsoft confirmed the studio and games closure in July 2025 as part of a broader restructuring. The news has sent ripples through the gaming community, with fans expressing disappointment and concern over the future of dormant franchises and Xbox's first-party development strategy. Industry observers are analyzing the implications for Xbox's content pipeline and the challenges of reviving beloved IPs. But the news doesn't stop there. We've got even more incredible games heading your way. Get ready for a full breakdown of all the new titles arriving on Xbox Game Pass this September. Get ready for an epic September of gaming on Xbox Game Pass. Microsoft is rolling out a massive slate of new titles for Xbox Game Pass throughout September and into early October, ensuring subscribers have plenty of fresh content to dive into, from returning favorites to exciting day-one launches. The month kicks off with a bang on September 19th as the critically acclaimed roguelike Hades makes its triumphant return to the service, available for all Game Pass tiers. This is followed by a huge wave of games arriving on September 17th, including Call of Duty, Modern Warfare III, For the King II, the city-building game Overthrown in game preview, and the popular spin-off Deep Rock Galactic, Survivor. The next day, September 18th, sees Frostpunk 2 expand to Xbox Series XS and Cloud, alongside the sandbox fun of Wobbly Life. Later in the month, players can look forward to Endless Legend 2 in-game preview on September 22nd, Sworn on September 23rd, and the family-friendly Peppa Pig, World Adventures on September 25th. Also on September 25th, Square Enix's highly anticipated action RPG, Visions of Mana, launches day one on Game Pass. Rounding out the month, Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light arrives on September 30th, with Sopa Tale of the Stolen Potato set for October 7th. For Game Pass Core subscribers, Cities, Skylines Remastered, Disney Dreamlight Valley, and Warhammer 40,000, Darktide are added on October 1st. Beyond new games, subscribers can also enjoy an early access trial for EA Sports FC 26 and new cosmetic perks for Rainbow Six Siege. Excitement is palpable across the gaming community, with players eagerly discussing their must-play titles from the September lineup. The sheer volume and quality of games being added are drawing praise, solidifying Game Pass's value. Meanwhile, the departures from the service on September 30th, including several Ninja Gaiden titles, are also being noted by dedicated fans. That's all the news for today, but we're just getting started. Stay tuned for our outro, where we'll recap the biggest stories and tell you how to stay connected. And that wraps up another action-packed news cycle. We saw the legendary Hades return to Xbox Game Pass, the former Burnout devs tease Wreckreation's open-world chaos, the shocking departure of Darrell Gallagher, and the closure of the initiative impacting Perfect Dark, and an incredible lineup of games hitting Game Pass this September, including Visions of Mana. What an incredible time to be a gamer. If you loved this breakdown, do us a huge favor. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you're the first to know when we drop new videos. And don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms for more gaming news and updates. We'll see you in the next one.